Alright, what is going on, guys? Back with another video. It's freaking hot. It's freaking hot out here. Good lord. What is the temperature, man? Jeez. Let me see what the temperature is, bro, because it's freaking hot. 84 degrees. Okay. At first my phone said 75. I'm like, there is no way it's freaking 75. But in today's video, we're going to be figuring out why the Mustang has a misfire. Ooh, that took forever to pull. I think it's the ignition coils or the coil pack, but I'm not too sure because we changed that like maybe 3 years ago, so I don't see it going out that fast, but I mean it could be. So I'm going to change it out, see if that fixes the issue, and if it's not that, then I got to figure out what's wrong. So in this video we're going to be changing the ignition coil pack. Easiest thing ever, just 4 bolts and a plug. Unplug the ignition plugs, take those out, and then replace it. So really easy install, really easy replacement. I gotta go pick up the part, but I gotta take this part off first because it is under warranty, so might as well just swap it out for a new one. So yeah, let's get into the video. This is what right here where we're gonna be changing. I lost my freaking GoPro mount for my head, so yeah, I gotta find out where to put my GoPro at because I was just gonna put it on my head and just do the quick install. I mean, I could set it anywhere on this engine bay, but yeah, let's. Okay, so I had to get a marker so I can mark these coil packs. I'm just gonna number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I get the new one, I do not put the wrong plug on the wrong coil pack or coil pack position, so I don't cause any other issues. So I was gonna name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now for safety and like reassurance, I'm writing it on 3 different places, so just in case 1 or 2 get rubbed off, I'll always have a backup, so just be safe on that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 coming from this way, 4 coming from that way. Oh look, I actually have a 10 mil. Oh wait, that's not a 10 mil, that's too big. Okay, like I said, it's either a 7 or 8. Ford is weird with their numbers. I think it's a 7. Yeah, maybe it's a 7. That's weird. It's like everything on this card's either 10. Oh yeah, it's a 7. Everything on this card is either like a 10 mil or a 12, and then there's these random things that are just 7 millimeters. Oh, that's loose or tightening. That's not tightening because I don't want to break a bolt off. Where's my brief moment while I find my extension. It was in my other toolkit. Right. Wow, these weren't on there tight at all. Now I forgot to tell you guys like what the misfire is. So it's like when I start accelerating, it'll start like sputtering and everything like that. And the last time that was the issue with this car, it was just the ignition coil pack. So that's why I'm changing it out now, see if that's the issue, and if it's not the issue, then I'll change the wires because all that was changed at the same time. So these are long bolts. Let me make sure there's no, okay, had to make sure there was no nut on the end of them. All right, so leave that one right there. This bolt is also holding the bracket on for, I'm not sure what this is right here. Not too sure what it is, and I'm not gonna pretend like I know what it is, so just gonna move that out the way. Just gotta remember to put that back on there later on when I'm trying to reinstall it. It has to be some type of sensor. Maybe it could be the, it's probably, what's it called? It wouldn't be the crankshaft position sensor because that's inside the goddamn valve cover. Or then again, it could be because these Fords are mysterious animals. So unloosening this last bolt right here. Man, this would be so much easier if I had a freaking GoPro head mount. Oh wait, I do. I just left it somewhere. I'm not sure where I left it at. Probably when I was making the other video. They're all the same size, so it really doesn't matter which one I like put on each. So they're all the same size. Doesn't matter which one. only mix the bolts up if they're all the same size, because it really doesn't matter which one goes back where. But if they're different sizes, remember where they go. That's why it's a good idea to always like film what you're doing or take pictures of what you're doing, so you don't make a mistake and then put something put like a bolt in the wrong spot and cause catastrophic damage. Yeah, because I know about that. Taking off number 1 right here. I was fiddling around with this one the other day and it was completely loose, so I mean, I'm not saying that's the issue, because I tried putting it like tighter. I took it off and tried to put it back on and it was still doing the same thing. So all right, number 3, I'm taking them off, like, so that's 1, 2, 3. I'm taking them off and placing them in the same order that I put them on in. So when I get the new coil back, I just take this one, put it on the first one, take this one, put it on the second one, and there, so on, so on. Take number 4, put it right there. Take number 4, put it right here. It's just something to, there's different methods you guys can use to remember. I'm pretty sure I don't really have to remember this, but just in case, because I'm not too sure how the Mustang coil packs work. Especially since it's coming from a freaking coil pack instead of just a direct coil like the GTs. Okay, now how do I get this off? It says lift, and I don't want to break it. All right, let's pick this up. Ooh, this thing is heavy. This thing is freaking heavy. All right, I'm gonna set you guys down so I can pick this thing up. Okay, so I'm gonna lift up on this little tab right here. Ooh, there it goes. Ow, that went right up my nail. That hurt really bad. All right, so this is the coil pack that we're going to be changing out. This one is very gummed up on cylinder 2. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but like that little residue right there, and then there's more at the bottom. So I need to check out number 2. I may even have to pull a spark plug off number 2 just to see, because I don't know why that one's gummed up out of all of them. All right, I'm going to run to the store real quick to get the other part, and I'll catch up with you guys in a second. All right, we are in the Camaro heading over to get the new coil pack for, I think from AutoZone. I forgot where I got it from, but I think it's AutoZone. Ooh, almost left my foot off the clutch and the car was in gear. That would have been bad. But I'm on my way to I'm heading to AutoZone to get the new part. Hopefully this is the only issue with the car. I'll drive it around for a little bit, see if it's going to replicate the problem afterwards. But I mean, it shouldn't, because after we got that part exchanged last time, it ran perfectly fine. It ran pretty good, but over time it felt like the car was losing power as well. So I'm pretty sure that part just went out on its own. Let's head over to the auto parts store and I'm going to catch up with you guys when I get there. Okay, I just got back from the store, picked up the new coil pack right here. The guy told me to make sure I take this part out right here if my retainer still has it, or the connector still has the retainer in there, because if it doesn't, then it won't go in, obviously. So I got to take that part out real quick. But it took a lot longer to get this part, because not because they couldn't find it or anything, not because there was an issue. No, I started talking to a guy about motorcycles and we started talking for a good 20-30 minutes. So yeah, he had a beautiful CBR 1000 that was stroked out to 1100. So I had to stop and talk to him about that, because that bike was beautiful. But yeah, this is a new part. I'm going to go ahead and slap it on. It should take like maybe a minute or 2 to slap it on. But you know, with YouTube stuff, you got to set the camera up, you got to get different angles, so it's going to take a lot longer than that. A lot longer than that. So yeah, 1 second. All right, so we have the new coil pack. Let's see. Let me see if it fits on here first with that on there. No, it does not. All right, so I got to take this off. I got to take the little red thing off into here, because the clip, or the let me get the camera down so you guys can see. Because the clip right here has the red thing on there. I'm not even sure what that's for. Probably for like space fulfillment purposes, so it doesn't like jiggle around. The automotive industry is always a mystery. I gotta figure out. I gotta get something to get this out with. Okay, and just like that, we got it off. Alright, so snap it in. Alright, snapped in there. Now I gotta remember that this little retainer right here, went right here, just like that. They didn't go any other way. That's the best way it sits. Alright, so I'm gonna just strap all these down real quick. Plug in the coils. Why is this one bent that way? Oh no, that one's a little bent. Hopefully that's not an issue. But plug in the coils and then give it a first start up and see what that is. And then I'm going to take it back to AutoZone, or take the car to AutoZone and see what the check engine light is for. the coil pack in, I got it plugged in, I got the bolts all bolted down nice and sturdy on there. I'm gonna go ahead and plug the coils back on here. Hopefully they all snap down. Ooh, number 3 snap. There we go. I may need new plug wires, I'm not sure, but this engine needs a nice new, engine needs a new detailing because this thing is freaking filthy. See, that one snapped on there perfectly fine. So hopefully there's no issues with this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on here, just like it was before. Number 1 is still giving me the issue with going all the way down. I'm not sure why. Maybe because of the position of the coils, I'm not sure. Because it literally just floats on there, which is not good. That's how it was when I pulled it off. Let me see if I can put enough pressure on top of it, maybe make it stay on its. Okay, I pushed it down really hard, so hopefully it'll stay. And hopefully, maybe that was the cause of the misfire, because I literally pushed it down and it popped right off easily. So, I gotta take it for a little drive. It doesn't do the misfire unless it's driving or under load, I should say. So yeah, hopefully that is the only issue. Got that changed out. Looks nice and clean, honestly. I mean, it's not gonna stay clean because the rest of this engine bay is freaking filthy. So yeah, let's check it out real quick, and I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Okay, so I'm test driving it right now, and that seemed to fix the problem. I feel like it's running a lot smoother too. All right, but we're back from the test drive, and the car is running great now. Happily, because I thought it would have been more than one issue, but the issue is completely fixed now. It doesn't want to sputter when I give it gas or anything like that. So it's glad to know that that was the only issue, but it's kind of crazy to think that it was only been, what, 3 or 4 years since I changed that part. So I'm kind of skeptical about that, which is AutoZone part. And that's not the first part that went bad so fast from AutoZone. Interesting. Wow. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. I got more videos on the way for you guys. And yeah, peace out.